Have you ever felt like certain situations in your life were strangely designed to break you? Not random conflict, not ordinary misunderstandings, but repeated patterns. The same betrayals, the same social rejection, the same invisible pressure pushing you toward anger, self-destruction, or conformity. What if I told you? Some social environments are structured in ways that quietly manipulate human behavior, not through force, but through psychological engineering. And the scariest part, most people trapped inside these systems have no idea they're participating. Today we're talking about engineered social traps and how modern society often creates conditions that turn ordinary people into enforcers of collective dysfunction. Part 1. What is a social trap? A social trap happens when people are guided into choices that appear beneficial in the short term, but ultimately harm them in the long term. Psychologists have studied this for decades, but engineered social traps go deeper. They are environments where human instincts are intentionally or unconsciously exploited. Think about this. Humans crave belonging. We fear exclusion. We naturally imitate group behavior. These instincts helped us survive thousands of years ago. But today, these same instincts can be weaponized. And once the environment is built correctly, people begin policing each other automatically. No dictator required. The system runs itself. Part 2. The scapegoat mechanism. One of the oldest engineered social traps in history is scapegoating. Throughout history, groups under stress often choose one person or one minority to carry collective frustration. French philosopher René Girard called this mimetic conflict. People unconsciously imitate each other's desires. Competition grows, tension builds, and eventually, a target is chosen. The target becomes the container for the group's unresolved pain. Notice what happens. The group suddenly feels united. Not because the problem disappeared, but because hostility found direction. And once the crowd experiences relief, the pattern repeats. Again, and again, and again. Part 3. Modern society engineers these conditions. Now look around modern society. Social media platforms reward outrage. Algorithms amplify conflict. Public shamming spreads faster than truth. And emotional reactions become social currency. This creates the perfect environment for engineered social traps. Because when people remain emotionally dysregulated, they stop thinking independently. Instead, they begin reacting collectively. One accusation spreads. One rumor multiplies. One misunderstanding becomes mass judgment. And suddenly, thousands of strangers are participating in collective punishment without ever questioning why. The frightening truth is this. Systems don't always need malicious intent. Sometimes dysfunctional systems naturally evolve to reward destructive behavior. And once enough people participate, the machine keeps running. Part 4. Why certain people become targets. Not everyone becomes the target. Often, the system reacts strongest against people who disrupt unconscious patterns. Independent thinkers, highly empathetic people, truth tellers, people who refuse group conformity. Why? Because unhealthy systems depend on predictability. And when someone refuses to participate, the system identifies them as a threat. Not because they are dangerous, but because they expose the dysfunction. The irony. The healthiest person in the room often receives the strongest resistance. Not because they're weak, but because their presence reveals what others are avoiding. Part 5. Escaping the trap. So how do you escape engineered social traps? First, recognize emotional manipulation. Ask yourself, Am I reacting because I independently believe something, or because the group expects me to react? Second, observe patterns. Repeated conflict often reveals hidden systems. Third, stop building your identity around external approval. The moment your self-worth depends on collective acceptance, you become programmable. And finally, learn to tolerate standing alone. Because independent thinking has always required social courage. Most people believe freedom means doing what you want. But real freedom begins much deeper. It begins when your mind stops being controlled by collective fear. When you stop performing for approval. When you recognize invisible systems trying to shape your identity. And when you realize, not every battle in your life was random. Some environments were designed to make you abandon yourself. The question is, will you keep playing the role the system assigned you? Or will you begin writing your own script? The greatest trap is believing your thoughts are entirely your own. Upgrade your mind